When we call Agnes a team pair, she readily accepts to travel with us to a home in Amolata district in Lango sub-region. The fast ferry leaves Nakasongola at 8 a.m. and we do our best to ensure that we catch it. Amolata is a relatively new district carved out of Lira district in 2005, and Agnes is determined to see more development here.
I'd set myself a target that by 40 years I should have finished with education and work, and then come back to my community and start being a part of that transformation of my community.
She is on target. The 40-year-old had a rough early education journey. Her parents died when she was just a 15-year-old senior 3 student, and she had to figure out how to remain in school.
I had to move from one home to the other. I tried out house girl so that I can raise money for school fees.
But using the lessons from her mother, Agnes weathered the storm.
I remember my mother, the day she died, telling me, my daughter, study. It is only through education that you will achieve all that you can. Women has a lot of potential, but they cannot unlock that potential if they do not have an education.
She now holds a PhD in International Development from the University of Reading in the UK, a Master's in Development Studies, a Bachelor's degree in Commerce, and a Diploma in Education. I then ask Agnes whether I should then refer to her as Doctor, since she holds a Doctorate of Philosophy degree.
The kind of work I do, I really want to ensure that the relationship I have with people, we are really at the same level. But titles sometimes bring in issues of power relations.
But I insist I will call her Doctor in my story.
I'm sure my community are going to be so surprised to see you calling me Doctor.
Agnes is running a number of projects in Amolata, mainly in 3 areas: agriculture, education, and health. The agriculture component is under the Hope Development Initiative, and she insists that farming is a business. Over 5,000 women are involved. They have a tractor, a planter, a factory, a warehouse, and are also engaged in vegetable growing. Under the initiative, farmers are not only trained, but also have access to financial services. Agnes's education projects provide scholarships for girls to join secondary school. There is also a vocational school for both sexes. Under health, the program supports mothers and children living with HIV. Maternal health facilities are also available to ensure safe pregnancy and delivery.
Can we work with the mind, the soul, and the body and make sure that they're really empowered enough to make informed decisions, to address all the social problems in their households, and to live a better life?
Agnes is passionate about the women she works with, and they have made great strides.
We are growing rice and cassava. Now we make sure that women fully participate in the value chain of these crops.
We visited the home of a woman who has bought a motorcycle, sent her children to school, and built a new family home, all from the proceeds of agriculture.
Stop, lamenting about gender equality, but claim the space. Other than waiting to be invited, given quotas, that, quotas for women in parliament, we want 30% representation.
On why she is doing all these things and why she did not remain in the comfort of the UK where she is a lecturer, Agnes says she is driven by a deep conviction to better lives. She is also giving back to society since someone contributed to her fees from Senior 5 when she was stranded.
I need to do something for somebody to be the way I am because somebody did it to me. It's about where you're coming from. Because if you really went through nursery school, you didn't know how much it costs to pay school fees, and school fees is always on time, you're going back to, you are even harassing your parents why you have not gone to school, you wouldn't understand it. And so you wouldn't mind whether somebody out there is going to school or not.
Her thoughts on Women's Day celebration center around where she would love to see tomorrow's woman.
If we did a census in Uganda to identify professional women in this country, and then we decide each and every you, Josephine, myself, let's just pick one girl, irrespective of where they come from, and mentor them and show them the way, the path that we have traveled. I think we would change the lives of women. But not singing and dancing in front of us professional women, enjoying how the rural women are really dancing.
Agnes also has some ideas on how development at the grassroots can pave way for the greater good.
Every Christmas, you guys drive home and then you go with rice and soap and start giving the communities. Just take one family. Go in their household, understand why they're the way they are, and ask them, is there anything we can do together? Let them take the lead. You'll be amazed that after a year or two, they are not going to ask you for money, but they'll give you chicken and sweet potato and all the rest of things, showing that they just needed somebody to guide them.
She plans to throw her heart in the political ring in 2016 by vying for the Molata Woman MP seat.
And my agenda is very simple: rural transformation and bridging the gap between policy and implementation. It's actually my responsibility and your responsibility to take up that policy and put it into practice.
But she isn't worried that politics may be detrimental to the work she is doing in the community.
Of course, if you join politics without an agenda, definitely you're going to go there and start following up people's agenda, or even decide not to have any. Politics should not be detached from a development process. Being a politician is playing a legislative role. And legislation and policies cannot work in isolation without the community. I was talking about you, that's why they're filming you. Long time this guy has been a...
Agnes and her husband, Jacob Apea, have 3 children, a boy and 2 girls.
We came to an understanding on the specific roles that we are going to play in our family, on who does what and at what time. When I'm out of the country in school, is also with the children, like that. So we've really, I think I've managed all this with a very, very big support from my husband and my family, who really understood my vision and my passion.
Josephine Karunji, NTV.